Hi there, this is Catherine. Thanks you for listening to my SEO Tips micro podcast. So, before we get into today's SEO tip, I just wanted to share with you the ways you can support the podcast if you're enjoying all the tips and finding them useful. So, you can send me a donation at buymeacoffee.com/Catherine W. Ong, O-N-G. And that's Catherine with a K. Any and all levels of donation are appreciated. It will help me offset the cost of producing the podcast. So that's buymeacoffee.com/KATHERINEWONG. I'd also encourage you to subscribe to our email list to make sure you're not missing any future episodes or any other news about the SEO Tips podcast. And to do that, you'd go to wostrategies.com/newsletter. Okay, on with today's tip.
Today we're going to talk about Core Web Vitals and whether or not you need to worry. Hello, and thanks for listening to SEO Tips today. So first of all, Core Web Vitals. Will it impact you? And at the moment, it's a tiny ranking factor, but it honestly depends on your business goals, the verticals in which you operate, your web search competitors. The impact to your business really could be significant. Ultimately, I would recommend that everyone look at where they stand today by reviewing Google Search Console's Core Web Vitals report. And if the vast number of your pages are considered slow in this report, most likely there's something fundamental on your website that's not working and that you need to fix. But what if your pages are slow, but you have high quality content? Well, here's what Google says on the matter. Quote, while all the components of page experience are important, we will prioritize pages with the best information overall, even if some aspects of those page experiences are subpar. A good page experience doesn't override having great relevant content. However, in such cases where there's multiple pages that have similar content, page experience becomes a much more appreciated visibility in search, end quote. Anyway, so here's the takeaway. Good content pages are going to rank despite having bad experience. Also, there's a lot we don't know yet about this Core Web Vitals metrics and how it's going to be used. So here's what we don't know. One, the Google Web Search team hasn't stated how these metrics are going to be used in any sort of public way. Your pages are graded based on 3 categories: poor, needs improvement, or good. And we don't know if poor is going to make your page low quality and if that will directly be a ranking factor. 2, we don't know if it's going to be a page level signal or a site-wide signal. And 3, we don't know if they're going to somehow segment the data based on the user's location or the user's network speed. So here's how you should think through regularly looking at these metrics on your own. So we know that the data is going to be collected in real time and it's updated once a month. But you can actually put these metrics inside your Google Analytics account. I have a link on my website for how to use GTM to push it through to your Google Analytics. And then once it's in your Google Analytics, you can segment the data based on user type or page type. Inside GA, you can also link those to conversions, so you can measure your own impact speed and the impact UX has on your conversions. So that's your tip for today. Add the Core Web Vitals metrics to your Google Analytics and start tracking your site's performance. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for another SEO tip.